They have to wear fur.
Because I don't like wearing fur.
Fur is more harmful.
Raping cows for everyday milk.
But we also know that we cannot justify one evil with another evil.
We are not God. We can't do that.
You guys know about artificial manufacturing of animals?
Even they are being injected with chemicals so that they grow faster.
This is the 21st century. I am a fashion communication student. We talk about sustainability, we talk about waste management, and we are here to find alternatives and solutions.
जब जरूरत पड़ती है तो करोगे ना.
Just because this entire beautiful nature and this world is around us, are we entitled to abuse it? The greed, the ego of us humans have gone a bit too far, and it is kind of getting very difficult to reverse things. This video is an activity of a debate between a group of students who are for the fur as fashion, and the other group is against fur as fashion. And there is definitely a neutral group who has certain says, because then we'll get some point of view from each other. And I hope this makes our viewers, as in you, realize about what we are doing and what we should not be doing.
You guys use makeup brushes, right? They're all made up of hairs of or fur of animals. So somewhere you're all using it. You might heard of the Birkin bag. So if I want a Birkin bag, it's made up of crocodile skin. And the skin is also being extracted from an animal. So somewhere you're using that animal for your benefit. Same way fur goes, you're wearing your fur. Somewhere you're killing them, but you want to wear it as well. You feel good in it. You feel luxurious.
Guys, we have reached a point, the entire world has reached a point when people have started boycotting companies that are not cruelty free, that are testing on animals. Okay, and most of you guys can't even look at this video without doing this or covering your eyes. Now when we walk on the road and there's a dog, a dead dog, a roadkill, we get disgusted by it, we move away. Now imagine putting that dog on your shoulders and going like, oh. It's the same thing as wearing fur.
Also talking about fur, natural fur, it's a lifelong investment. People buy it as an investment. They pass it on generations. So it's like a heritage for most people. In Scandinavian countries, it is one of the most important garment in their wardrobe. They have to wear fur on their shoulders to keep them warm from the climate conditions there. They cannot possibly survive on fur. You cannot eliminate fur from our lifestyle.
And even when we talk about plants, so we extract silk from silkworm, right? So if you wear silk, Banarsi silk saris, that is right for all of them. But you know, cutting animals, taking out fur or extracting fur is not right for them.
How many of you all would wear fur if there is action taken against animal cruelty, but there is still a little bit of fur still used?
Because I don't like wearing fur. If I had a one outfit, then maybe I'll get fur, but not the animal.
Fur is more harmful. It has more synthetic. It's made from petroleum and it has high carbon footprint in our environment.
So you guys are talking about cruelty. So it is not just house pets or furs or animals jinko maar ke it is cruelty. There are still, you're consuming dairy. So a woman produces milk when she's pregnant. So you're basically raping cows for everyday milk. Because cows produce milk for their calves.
Insects, frogs or chinchillas or whatever animals the fur is made of doesn't make us decide whether they get to live or die. We are not God. We can't do that.
Okay, so I'll clear up what's a little unclear. So the leather industry is a little less regulated than furs because cows are considered domestic animals, right? So they are bred for their produce. So killing them is a little bit of a different topic than killing a wild animal that we do not breed, we do not really regulate, but we do try to keep away from endangerment. So that's one thing. But we also know that we cannot justify one evil with another evil. So just like how we know silks, we know silks aren't the most ethical. We know that dairy isn't the most ethical, and we're not using that to try and justify any of our points. We know both sides, but we are focusing on furs. I can also talk about how it is not really the easiest thing to take care of. When you have a fur, you have to make sure that it is in a certain condition, humidity and the surroundings, so that it doesn't rot, it doesn't decay, it does shed. So most furs are taken from animals when they have their thickest coats. So that's the winter. And if you don't maintain that right, it will shed. You will lose its quality.
You guys know about artificial manufacturing of animals? Animals are also produced genetically, and extra production is there just for all these things, for the production of leather and fur.
Like, are you guys okay with genetically modified animals being produced for fur? Like
Which one?
animals specially being
Created.
and created for fur. That's the question.
There are chickens, like small chickens. Even they are being injected with chemicals so that they grow faster, so that we can cut them and eat them. And
if you're okay with producing an animal for like artificial fur, isn't that harming your environment now? Only the skin is biodegradable. Other things.
okay, the synthetic fur that they are producing, even that creates more chemicals and carbon footprints, जैसे mutated animals, you guys are saying.
If you're adding more animals in the ecosystem, it's disrupting the balance because those animals were not supposed to be naturally there. We don't see it, but the effect is really large because it disrupts the food chain and everything, and it causes some species to go extinct too because we wanted more fur.
Counter, I want to ask no वाले में से who all are from FD? I think most of you. Now I want to ask a question in the future. If your company or a brand is in a tight spot and the client comes up to you and asks for fur. No, if they ask for fur and that deal is a make or break for your company, would you really jeopardize your future?
I would rather jeopardize my career than killing someone.
Jeopardize my hunger every day, so I can do this.
Initially, they produce their own fur. But since the animal cruelty thing and everything, they stopped producing their own fur. But there was a lot of demand from the customer side to, bring back the fur. So they started importing it from the ethical producing brands. Like ma'am said, Saga is one of the biggest producers of fur, and we researched about it. It ethically consumes the fur from the animals, and most of the producers nowadays use the fur from the animals which are already been deceased.
And you are buying it, so you are becoming a part of it. The animal cruelty you guys were telling, no? So even if you buy the synthetic fur, so you are buying it, becoming a part of it. So उसमें क्या difference हो रहा है?
Consumption of animals and rearing of animals is a different thing. Yeah. Consumption of animals, okay, I have personal work. Consumption of animals, my mom has been a vegetarian for 15 something years. She was told by a doctor that cod liver oil or something is in fish, you need to eat it. She started eating that. We are not against non-vegetarianism or anything. Do it. It's your own dietary choices. But we are talking about fashion. Because you are wearing that, you are not getting anything out of it personally or health-wise. You are just looking. You are looking.
In countries like Poland and Finland, it's a necessity. You cannot live without furs.
Early man wore fur. No one told him not to. Majburi thi. We are not saying that. We are talking about the furs people are using for the sake of just looking pretty and looking luxurious.
I'm asking, are you okay if somebody from the polar region or somewhere, they have no access to a jacket, all they have is abundance of animals, yeah? They want to get the fur and wear it, hunt, eat also, then are you okay with them wearing it?
It is their necessity because उनको survival के लिए चाहिए. But you guys have alternatives.
Yeah, if they are, if it is a necessity and it is okay for them, then they should be neutral. That's why we are exactly here.
Don't care about appearance or fashion, so why do you want to be a part of the fashion industry?
We have our armies in areas where this बहुत ज़्यादा altitude होता है, और if we are talking about now, we are talking about international borders, areas like Antarctica. अगर वहाँ पे there is a group of people, suppose 100 people, and they want jackets, and the fur and leather is withdrawn worldwide, then what will they do?
No, but if you are in a shipwreck and if you need food, people do eat people. So you are not supporting it, but you are not against it, right? जब ज़रूरत पड़ती है तो करोगे ना?
We are neutral because there can be sustainable resource management, careful management of fur-bearing animals, population help prevent overharvesting and maintaining ecological balance. And it has been used since ages as a fashion statement, and being in fashion industry, we cannot stop using it.
But if it is a do or die situation, people will take any steps necessary for survival. This is the 21st century. I am a fashion communication student. We talk about sustainability, we talk about waste management, and we are here to find alternatives and solutions.
So considering all of your points, I believe fur is not the problem here. How it's been produced, that is the problem.
Agreed. This is the whole point of our group, ethics. When she was asked that if it came to your career or ethics, we as a group decided while we were discussing ethics over fashion, ethics over money, ethics over everything. That's why we formed this group.
Have we become that cruel or that ignorant that we have lost the essence of humanity? Have we become that heartless